Brothers and sisters of the San Clemente stake, we hope this brief video message finds you healthy, happy, and doing well this summer. We miss you and are looking forward to being back together with you. And that's actually why we're sending you this message today, to make some important announcements about the resumption of some of our church meetings. You know, each stake in our area has been asked to prayerfully consider exactly how each stake would go about restarting some or all of their meetings. This is important that it's done on a stake-by-stake basis because stakes are different. You may have heard that other stakes have started some limited sacrament meetings and other things. In our stake, that's really not feasible with 9 regular wards meeting in just 2 buildings. We just couldn't do that. But the good news is that our home church every week seems to be going well, and the in-home administration of the sacrament seems to be going well also. If it's not for you, please get in touch with your bishop or your quorum leaders and make sure that you're getting the sacrament every single Sunday. Fortunately for us, we now can start virtually everything but sacrament meeting. All of our activities can start up again with appropriate precaution and within the guidelines set by the First Presidency and our area presidency, who both issued guidelines for safely returning to church meetings and activities. In addition, cleaning guidelines have been issued for the use of our buildings, for the sanitation of our buildings between uses. Now, use of the buildings will still be very, very limited, but on those occasions when they are used, we have special supplies that have been provided to clean and sanitize our buildings so that they're always clean and safe. I want to be sure that you understand that each time we meet, we should do our best to be inclusive. There's still many among us who are higher risk individuals, their health, or who are not quite yet comfortable with the concept of being together in larger groups. That's perfectly okay, and we understand it exactly. So don't worry if you're in one of those categories. We look forward to seeing you when you're available and when we can. But the kinds of things that we can do now could include, again, with appropriate distancing, masks, and other precautions, all kinds of things. For example, if you're a primary activity days leader, you could now hold an activity days activity at your home. That would assume that the children and their families are comfortable doing that. If you're a youth leader, you can now hold class and quorum presidency meetings. If you're a deacon's quorum president in the virtual presidency meetings you've been holding or working fine, you can continue that, but now you have the option to do an in-person meeting as well. Weekly class and quorum activities can resume. Monthly bishop's youth devotionals can resume. Even class and quorum level hiking, camping, and high adventure can be done, but we'll ask you to take appropriate precautions with respect to people riding in cars that aren't their family cars, and not sleeping in tents with people that aren't members of your own family. Seminary will resume next month in person as well. For our young single adults, ward family home meetings and Sunday devotionals can now be done in person, although we need to have 99 or less in that group, and the rest can attend virtually. Elders Quorum and Relief Society leaders are free now to hold ministry interviews and presidency meetings in person if they're comfortable doing so. In addition, they could hold a weeknight activity and gather their quorum or the Relief Society for something that they'd like to do together. In connection with all of these things, I want to make it clear that there will be some who are just not ready to do that. Again, that's perfectly okay. And we strongly encourage leaders who are organizing these activities to provide for some kind of live stream or other virtual attendance, so everybody that wants to participate will be able to do so in one way or another. Just to mention a couple of other kinds of gatherings that we can do, and this list is not exclusive, but our addiction recovery program has resumed. It won't be in the buildings, but it's actually happening week by week on Thursday nights. Our self-reliance groups will be starting, and we're now free to have baptismal services in the church in the font. Both convert baptisms and child of record baptisms can occur. Attendance will continue to be limited, and the service can be live streamed, not recorded, but live streamed to others who would like to attend or be a part of it. And the font and the Relief Society room will need to be sanitized carefully after each use, but we're now free to do that. Brothers and sisters, leaders who are considering restarting these kinds of in-person activities should thoughtfully employ all appropriate protections for each kind of gathering that they'd like to do. Let's ease into these new parameters and not just abruptly try to jump back into business as usual. That wouldn't be right. But we can do this together if we're thoughtful and prayerful and careful about it. And it's important that we do so. It's important that we gather. If you have questions, your bishops have answers. And brothers and sisters, it's time to start. Thanks for watching this message, and we look forward to seeing you soon. God bless you.